morning, and today on 2. Welcome back again. It's a great day, Tuesday morning, pretty outside, or hopefully it will be. You never know, I guess, in Alabama.
Might rain a little bit this afternoon.
It might rain a little bit this afternoon. Memorial Day yesterday.
Great weekend, though.
It was a good weekend.
Weather was perfect.
It was perfect. You know, people got to go out on the lake, maybe have a hot dog or two. Whatever your fancy is.
Did you eat a hot dog?
You know what? I didn't eat any hot dogs.
I didn't either.
I went up and ate in Huntsville at a place called Cheddar's. It's kind of like a deli kind of place. But I just, hot dogs aren't mine. Yeah,
mine either. But I have a friend who loves hot dogs. This
loves them.
Girlfriend of mine, she'd prefer a hot dog over anything.
That's great. My little siblings love hot dogs, and it's actually funny because we eat them a lot at our house.
Yeah.
Or did eat them when I lived there.
Right.
But it's funny. I've been doing a lot of research on Memorial Day because a lot of people kind of assume that Memorial Day is just a lake day or a hot dog day, and some people not necessarily that they think it's about that, but that it's just like that's what it's become.
Right.
So much as it's interesting to think about the first Memorial Day, and actually I wrote it down. It was funny because on the first Memorial Day you would have went to Arlington Cemetery, you would have heard a prayer, there would have been a hymn. The first Memorial Day would have been a speech given by James Garfield, which the President James Garfield, and then they would have gone through the cemetery distributing flowers, ending up at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, where they would have heard the Gettysburg Address.
Very good. Now, actually, I heard just this weekend that the first Memorial Day was actually right after the Civil War.
Huh.
Yeah.
So maybe it didn't officially. Maybe that was the official first Memorial Day, where they kind of made it a thing,
national
a tradition,
holiday, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So maybe that's what I've been.
But I didn't realize that when I heard this, that the Civil War. Wow, I had no idea that it went that far.
They would
back.
have been commemorating, I guess, just everybody that died through that, which makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense for them to do.
Right.
But that is interesting because so many times it's easy to get pushed out of perspective.
Right, and we forget. But there was a
is.
great Memorial Day service this past weekend at Sportsman's Lake
Park. I heard there was stuff at Sportsman's Lake. There was stuff at Smith Lake.
Right.
Just lots of activities. Yeah. So let's take a look at the weather. It's of course brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. We're going to start out with that weather almanac for today, May 27th. The average high is going to be 84 degrees. The average low, 62 degrees. The record high being set in 1926 at 99 degrees. Fingers crossed it doesn't get that hot today. And the record low being 41 degrees in 1961. Sunset today at 7:51 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 5:38 a.m. Now let's take a look at our national weather radar. Of course, look at that. We're going to have, looks like some heavy thunderstorms continue in the Texas and Oklahoma plains with temperatures reaching highs in the 80s for most of the country, and then the northwest dipping into the mid-60s. There is our southeast weather radar for you. Now let's take a look at the forecast for this week. Today it's going to be partly sunny, 40% chance of isolated showers, a high around 85. Tonight it's going to be cloudy with a 30% chance of rain. Looks like we might get some rain today. Tomorrow it's going to be cloudy, 40% chance of rain with a high near 85. Thursday partly sunny, 40% chance of afternoon showers with a high around 86. Looks like we might have some rain going into the weekend with some high temperatures there. You never know, though. You never know.
And we could keep this forecast, that same forecast, all summer long.
It would be okay with me.
Well, because that's pretty much what it's going to do. Every day there's usually a chance of showers.
Right. There sure is. Sure is. You never know here. That's the big question mark.
Right.
The big question mark. Of course, we have George Spear here with news and commentary.
Right. So we've got a Facebook friend.
Our Facebook friend. That? You know what? We can.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. Let's see who it is.
Our Facebook friend, if we can, if that's all right. Yeah. Gene Calvert is our Facebook friend, and he likes The Walking Dead and Sportsman's Lake. So I wonder if he was out at the park this past weekend.
He might have been.
Yeah. But we will give him that large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog's Famous Barbecue right there in the Berlin Quick Stop area. Just come by here first and pick up your certificate.
Absolutely.
And we're going to visit today with Miss Pearl Collier. She is a resident at Westminster Assisted Living. Okay. She is one of my new dear friends.
Okay.
She's my BFF.
Okay.
My best friend
Your
forever.
best friend forever.
Oh, yeah, okay. And we're going to have to talk a little bit before we go away about Fest Hall. Because
Yeah.
Fest Hall has opened
They're
up.
doing some new things over there.
Well, I think it's the farmers markets. What's going on.
The farmers market. Yeah, of course.
Let's see if we could take a look at that. Let's see. They have food trucks now through August the 28th on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 till 1. And let's see, they're going to be open until October, every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I think as early as 8 in the morning. And they've got locally grown produce, handmade crafts, public and private rentals are available. And of course, they're located just behind the Coleman County Museum in that big old timber-framed building.
Nice.
You
Absolutely.
Can't miss it.
But
stop by today because they've got some great produce.
They sure do.
You know, they were featuring strawberries. Probably strawberries are just about
Right,
gone.
they're probably just about.
But they've got probably maters and all kinds of other good stuff.
We,
so.
we do a lot of shopping over there. It's
Yeah.
always fresh.
Yeah,
It's hard to
great.
beat.
It's great. We'll stop by Tuesdays. Today's the day. I mean,
Yeah,
go over there
you
right
might
after the
have to
show.
stop by.
That's right. Well, don't go away. We'll be back in just a minute.
Currently, there are 206 registered sex offenders in Coleman County that are allowed to operate on the honor system. Within 4 weeks of taking office, they will be checked monthly by every deputy. I want every one of my deputies to know where the sex offenders live in their communities, and as they are traveling up and down the roads protecting you, and they see a bicycle in a registered sex offender's yard, they will pull over and check and see why there is a child at that house and if there's a potential victim.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
While Washington liberals like Obama and Pelosi continue to attack Alabama families and values, conservative leaders like Ed Henry are fighting back, championing pro-life legislation, standing strong against Obamacare, and keeping taxes low so we can create good jobs. Ed Henry, the conservative champion we need in Montgomery.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Four years ago, I stood here and told you about our struggling economy system. We needed a change. Today I have good news. The economy is coming back, the job market is getting stronger by the day, and we're taking steps to ensure our education system is strong and secure for the future. Now it's time to build on those successes. I'm asking you to join me in continuing to move our communities forward. I'm Max Buttrell, and I'm asking for your vote.
Time for news and commentary on a Tuesday morning. By now you probably have heard about 7-year-old Joshua Alexander. young boy and his brother waiting in Smith Lake on Sunday with their family. Their family was packing up and ready to move, and unfortunately Joshua stepped off a rock into very deep water and drowned, pronounced dead at the location where the EMT showed up. We're not wearing life jackets. You know, anytime you have kids around water, unless you know how deep it is, it's always bad news to trust them to do the right thing. I remember the first time that I ever saw an inner tube upside down. I was 5 years old in the swimming hole below our house. And 5 years old, I was sitting in an inner tube. Mom was next to me, and all of a sudden someone jumps in, and the inner tube turns upside down. And I thought, boy, everything looks brown. And that's the way it was in the creek, if you recall. Any of you who have ever been in a swimming pool, anyway, or rather a swimming hole. Also, merchants, retail partners, the people who own the Coleman Shopping Center now, want to develop it. They bought it from the Morgan family back last year, about $10 million worth. They're wanting a variance to a regulation requiring so many parking spaces per so many square feet of retail space in the building. In other words, they want to put people tighter together, I guess it is. And the city of Coleman, not very agreeable to that. It could halt production of this facility and renovation and all. Still no word yet what's going to be built at the shopping center, what kind of a food store they'll have or anything like that. Also, down in Hassville, Wallace State Community College will be annexed into the city. They'll be able to share sewer facilities, of course, I guess, including the jail and court system with them, without having, I'm not sure where they would go elsewhere, regarding the court system, but maybe got their own facility, I don't know. But nonetheless, that has been agreed upon and is on its way. In a list compiled by an online website known as The Street, which I've never heard of, but then there are lots of places on the internet that you don't know about. They say that Alabama is one of the 10 dumbest states in the nation. Alabama. They say that because there are fewer college graduates per capita, that we're one of the dumbest. Not every kid's designed or should go to college. That's why we have vocational centers and such as that. When you look at some of the money, some of the salaries, some welders, and mechanics can make, it's not trade mechanicking anymore. Those of you who've been paying attention, any of you who are middle-aged maybe and used to tune up your own car, it's not the way it works anymore. You got to have a computer, and that's just unfortunately the way that goes. The 10 deadliest wars. We just finished celebrating Memorial Day. The 10 deadliest. What would you think would be the one with the most casualties, the most American deaths? There are lots of veterans who have claimed certain ones. Civil War, Civil War. Almost 500,000 people killed. World War II follows that with about 405,000. I was wondering this weekend how my two uncles, one in the Marines, one in the Army, how they came home because they were casualties. They were killed during World War II. And I began to look at some rather old books by the Graves Registration Service about how they moved the bodies back. For example, they had more than 450 cemeteries around the world with Americans in them after World War II, more than 450. And they had to consolidate, start moving back. At first, it was agreed that they would take a consensus of the family members, the next of kin, say, how many of you want your son returned? If the majority of those family members, those next of kin, wanted them returned, they'd move the returns back to America. They thought it would even be a good idea to build a national cemetery or a state cemetery in every state. They got to looking at what it would cost, and that became prohibitive. So they started combining cemeteries, which I wasn't aware of it. So a lot of the remains of American dead were moved. For example, those who died on Okinawa were moved to Saipan. My other uncle, who was killed in Germany, Germany, during Patton's March, was taken from his cemetery in Luxembourg and moved to England. And they had to process the remains. Sometimes we forget, as Joel was saying, between the hot dogs and the hamburgers, what it really means. It's one of those tough things about American history. And don't forget those sacrifices. Stay tuned, more Today on 2 after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
As your sheriff, I will have an open door policy for every citizen of Coleman County. I believe it is important for every citizen to be able to voice their concerns and needs to the sheriff of Coleman County. Because as law enforcement officers, we get so focused on law enforcement, we forget to listen to the people. And if we will listen to the people of Coleman County, then they will help drive the sheriff's office in a positive direction for their needs.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
While Washington liberals like Obama and Pelosi continue to attack Alabama families and values, conservative leaders like Ed Henry are fighting back, championing pro-life legislation, standing strong against Obamacare, and keeping taxes low so we can create good jobs. Ed Henry, the conservative champion we need in Montgomery.
Four years ago, I stood here and told you about our struggling economy, job market, and education system. We needed a change. Today I have good news. The economy is coming back, the job market is getting stronger by the day, and we're taking steps to ensure our education system is strong and secure for the future. Now it's time to build on those successes. I'm asking you to join me in continuing to move our communities forward. I'm Max Buttrell, and I'm asking for your vote.
Now it's time to give away some prizes, hopefully, huh?
You know what? I bet we have some to give away.
Yes, we do. Look at that. Coleman Pizza Hut large 3-topping pizza, along with free admission day pass for one to Hurricane Creek Park. And let's see, a little discount, $10 off haircut or wax at Loretta. That's Hair by Loretta, and she's located in K-Law Salon. So, all right, you guys need to pay attention to these ads. We're going to show them to you, and then we're going to ask you a question based on the ads. So let's start with... first one, it's my party. Balloons of all shapes and sizes, singing telegrams from Lulu the Gorilla. Anything you need for any type of party, located right there on 2nd Avenue Southeast. That's It's My Party.
And Cotton State Barns of Coleman, buy or rent to own. They do carports, play sets, utility trailers, storage buildings, no credit check. You are approved. It's located on 278 West, just past I-65.
Auto Tech repair and service for your car. They do electronic diagnostics, major engine repairs, transmission, brakes, Foreign and domestic cars, it doesn't really matter, located in the Vinemont area.
And Deb's Bookstore, it's your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome with used books, half price off every day, and new books are 20% off every day. Of course, they have gift certificates for all your gift-giving needs.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. This is a great time of the year to rent one of those things, licensed inflatable slides, water slides, obstacle courses, toddler interactives, you name it, they've got it at Jolly Time Rentals.
Grand Point Pharmacy, it's the original home of the Two Old Goats product line. Don't let your allergies blow you away. Get them before they get you. All your allergy products are available at Grand Point Pharmacy on Highway 31 North.
And Alabama Sunrooms and Awnings, featuring sunrooms and screen rooms, patio and deck covers, metal roofs, vinyl siding, garages, buildings, free estimates. And if they do it, it's built right at Alabama Sunrooms and Awnings.
The Candle Garden is hand-poured candles and over 50 luscious fragrances. They have gift items, and be sure to check them out at their new location next to Moe's Barbecue, the Candle Garden.
Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can continue to count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim, 256-734-1353.
And Picking Under the Pavilion, it's every Tuesday under the pavilion behind the Donald E. Green Senior Center. It's from 6:30 to 8 p.m., rain or shine, and it's free to the public. There, of course, you can see the lineup for the live music. June 3rd is going to be Crossfire Classic. That's Picking Under the Pavilion.
And Brown & Company Beverages, where good taste begins. They're located on Highway 157 North, just past the Ford dealership. A huge variety of domestic imports and all kinds of great items.
Good deal.
All right. We have a question for today.
All right. Our question is, what is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen?
Now, everybody should know this. We've been featuring it just about all month long.
You know,
it's almost over.
May is the month for this kind of blizzard. Right. That is all we can say about that.
That's right. So they need to give us a call, 256-734-7399. But we're going to take just a minute to look at Money Matters, presented by Premier Bank.
Hello, my name is Caitlin from Premier Bank, and I'm here to talk to you about balancing your checkbook. Please be sure to write down all checks that you write and all debit card transaction you do with your debit card, so this way it keeps you away from insufficient funds. Insufficient fund fee is $25, and these could add up very quickly. Internet banking could also make balancing your checkbook easier for you. If you have any questions, feel free to come by your local bank today, and we'll be glad to help you.
And once again, the question is,
what is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen?
And I think we have a caller on
line
one.
All right, let's see if we have anybody.
Hold on. Good morning.
Maybe.
Well, let's see.
Hello?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today? Good, good. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Maybe?
Yep.
Bueller?
Hello?
No.
Can you not hear us?
You know what?
I guess not.
Sometimes.
I don't know. I mean, I know we have the phone on, so I don't think. You need to listen to us and not the TV. Okay? Can you hear us now? No, I guess not. Sorry.
I bet she knew the answer, though.
You cannot. Okay, sorry.
Oh, strawberry shortcake.
All right, we'll go with that.
Hang on the line, and we'll get your information. Thank you for calling in.
Put her on hold.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, at least she got it out to us.
That's right. She got it.
I don't know how. It was amazing.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the rest of those ads, okay? Because we're going to be asking questions about these tomorrow. All right, Hair by Loretta. Hair is her passion. Highlights, haircuts, manicures, pedicures, and waxings. And new clients get $5 off, located right there in Kaylaw Salon on 1st Avenue.
Chesley Oaks Golf Course is an 18-hole golf course, full practice facility, beautifully manicured mint greens, and 4 sets of tees to suit golfers of all abilities. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore is doing a little new thing over there, engraving for wood and metal products, but they can personalize it as you wait. It's really great for any kind of graduation gifts or any kind of gifts for Dad.
Earl's Body Shop, celebrating 50 years in business. Large and small towing available, local or long distance, located on Highway 31 North in Coleman.
Pizza Hut Coleman, featuring the $10 family-size pasta on Tuesday nights. That's tonight, so go take advantage of that. And on Wednesdays, it's 50-cent wings. All-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 to 2 every day.
New fitness facility, Be Fit, is located in downtown Coleman next to Renard's Gallery and Gifts. $50 per month, month to month, no contract. Members includes a certified personal trainer.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, formal wear available for all occasions, weddings and proms and galas and all those good kinds of things. He's located right there at 217 Compass Way Southwest.
And Hansfield Drugstore. It's a blast from the past. They opened in 1925, and they have ice cream treats from the original soda fountain. Always old-time friendly service. It's the Hansfield Drugstore.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. They do feature Bridgestone and Firestone type tires, but they do oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks, brakes. Go see Greg and the guys. They could take care of you at Tires for Less.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. They are offering the family barbecue pack for $13.99, which includes a pound of meat, 2 16-ounce sides, and 4 buns. They are inside the Berlin Quick Stop. That's Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
And the blizzard of the month is the strawberry shortcake at Dairy Queen. I still haven't gotten one.
I have to go get one today.
I know, because we just have a couple more days left in May. All right, let's see. That's exciting. We do have some birthdays to announce.
Absolutely.
Do you want to try to announce?
Yeah, let's take a look at the birthdays for this week.
Okay. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're waiting till the end. That's right.
The birthdays are at the end.
That's
what
right.
are producers for?
I tell you.
That's what
All
they're
right,
for.
we'll be back in just a minute.
Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
As Sheriff of Coleman County, I will set a new standard in drug enforcement across Coleman County by using my training, my qualifications, and my experience in working with other local, state, and other law enforcement agencies across the state of Alabama and Coleman County to go after not only lower level drug distributors, but the upper level drug traffickers in Coleman County. And I would like to ask for your vote on June 3rd in the 2014 Republican primary election.
Four years ago, I stood here and told you about our struggling economy, job market, and education system. We needed a change. Today I have good news. The economy is coming back, the job market is getting stronger by the day, and we're taking steps to ensure our education system is strong and secure for the future. Now it's time to build on those successes. I'm asking you to join me in continuing to move our communities forward. I'm Max Buttrell, and I'm asking for your vote.
While Washington liberals like Obama and Pelosi continue to attack Alabama families and values, conservative leaders like Ed Henry are fighting back, championing pro-life legislation, standing strong against Obamacare, and keeping taxes low so we can create good jobs. Ed Henry, the conservative champion we need in Montgomery.
And welcome back once again, and I get to introduce my good friend, Miss Pearl Collier, who is a resident at Westminster Assisted Living, and she and I have been talking for a while now, and we've talked about her coming on the show, so I'm excited to have her here today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You actually decided on your own to move to Westminster. a lot of times people sort of need some coercing. But what made you decide that you wanted to move to Westminster?
Well, when I retired from the state, they had long-term care insurance. And so my husband and I talked about it and thought we should look into it, and we did. And he was turned down. And then they offered it to me, and we decided that was a good thing. And so that's been my plans all these years. And so then, for some reason, you and I met and talked, and you invited me to Westminster. And I came to several activities. So I was kind of familiar, and I knew the facility was so nice. That's where I'd like to be. And then I had some health problems. I had lived by myself 4 years. My husband had been gone. And I said, okay.
It's time.
It's time. I'm not going to stay here by myself and not have people to be around. I love people.
Right.
And so we looked into the situation, and one day I said, I'm going. Have 2 daughters. They said, Mother, are you sure? And I said, I'm sure. I'm ready to go. So,
was it a hard decision giving up your stuff? Because I've been to your home. You had a beautiful home. Of course, you know, being married for so many years, you had beautiful furniture and all kinds of great things and stuff. That's what people get attached to so much.
Yes,
so was
they
it
do.
hard to get rid of all that?
No, because I had those 2 girls, and I said, here it is. It's yours. I've played house for 60 years almost, and now the things you can't use, you can sell. It'll be fine with me. I'm going to pick my things to carry to Westminster, so I'll feel at home. So I've made that room
Yes, you
pretty
have.
much my family.
Yes, you have. And you know what's really nice is you're so loving and giving, because a lot of times when I'm showing other people our community, I take them to the model room, but then I like to take them to your room because you really have made it your own. You've got some nice pieces of furniture in there, and I want people to see what they can do with when they move in. And you've just done a great job of decorating, and it's your place now. It's definitely your home.
Well, I've really enjoyed people coming to my room and for me to share with them how happy I've been at Westminster. The people, the PAs are just, they don't get enough recognition. I try really hard to make them realize they're unbelievable what they do for us. They could spoil us real fast.
And they do try, and that is one thing I am very proud of the staff there, because they really do genuinely care for the residents.
They really do. And I've had so many young ladies and ladies that I've just become so attached to, you know. We just talk about everything. If we need to pray for somebody, I say, just come in and we'll do that too. And so everybody in common was shocked. I said, no, this is my decision, and I'm ready to go, and I'm perfectly happy, and I have been perfectly happy. And I just enjoy meeting the different people that we have come in contact with at Westminster. And
the food is always a big key. How about that? Is the food any good?
The food has just been really good. You know, I told them I was their best. Because everybody at church and all my civic organizations, you know, well, Pearl, do you have good food? That's the first thing the doctor asked me.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, yes. And just yesterday, it was wonderful. They put on the best program for us, it being Memorial Day. It was just wonderful. So I sat there and thought, they got to have some attention because they've really worked hard. So I just took on myself when got their eating to stand up and ask the ladies in the kitchen to come in and told them how proud we were of them and how much we loved them, and tried to express to them how grateful we are to go sit down and have a good meal.
Right. I like to also point out that a lot of people tell me, oh, I don't want to give up my independence. Has that hindered you in any way?
No, because I still drive and have my car, and I go and come.
Oh, yes, she goes and she comes, honey. She's always on the go, very active with her church and with other groups, like she said. So.
And so when I need to run a little errand, I just go out there and get in the car and go, you know. Now, that's an advantage for so many people that has to have given up driving.
Right.
And I realize that's a blessing I've received, that I can still
drive and everything.
And just the exercise that they've established has been so good for me.
Because I think you did tell me that you have put on a few pounds since you've lived there, right?
Yes, and I had to start saying, cut down on that plate, you know.
That's the hard part to do.
And then they'll bring ice cream and it'll just be.
No.
You can't resist.
So it's just been a wonderful year. I'll be there a year, the 5th of June. And all I can say is it's been a wonderful year for me. My children can come, and I just, I really enjoy it. I really do, and I try to participate in everything that we have, you know.
Activities and things, yeah.
And of course, I love Jacqueline.
Well, I really wasn't joking when I said that she's my new BFF. She and I think, have formed a special bond. There's just, of course, you can't help but love Miss Pearl. But she has just been an awesome person, and I've enjoyed getting to know her. And that's one of the things that I like about working there on my residents. I've got just a whole bunch of new friends, and I love it. So.
Well, the facilities is just so nice. I had a new room to move in, and it's just, it's really a nice place to be, you know. And we just laugh and have a good relationship.
We really do, and I think all the staff does.
I think they do too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. We're all out of time, unfortunately, but you know, I'm glad that you got to enjoy yesterday and Memorial Day services and stuff. I know Brenda had set some things up.
Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah. They decorated beautifully, and we had great food, homemade peach ice cream in the freezer, you know.
Well, we can talk about that for
hours. Well, thank you again for getting up this morning and getting here and getting all ready. We appreciate it so much. And
well, thank you for giving me this opportunity, because I love Westminster.
There you go.
She is my best salesman for sure. All right, don't go away. We'll be back in just a minute.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
One of the most frequently asked questions I receive out on the campaign trail is, why do you want to be the sheriff of Coleman County? Coleman County is my home. It's where I was born and raised, and it's where my wife Susie and I will raise our 2 boys. And there's nothing more important to me than my Lord and Savior, my family, and my home. And I would like to ask for your vote on June 3rd in the 2014 Republican primary election.
Wallace State offers associate degree and certificate programs in Alabama's hottest job fields. Every year this decade, almost 3,800 new workers will enter these fields. Will you be one of them? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind. That's the projected number of job openings for trained welders this decade. That's the potential salary for welders trained the Wallace State way with the latest robotic technology for manufacturing. Who will you be? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind.
Four years ago, I stood here and told you about our struggling economy, job market, and education system. We needed a change. Today I have good news. The economy is coming back, the job market is getting stronger by the day, and we're taking steps to ensure our education system is strong and secure for the future. Now it's time to build on those successes. I'm asking you to join me in continuing to move our communities forward. I'm Max Buttrell, and I'm asking for your vote.
While Washington liberals like Obama and Pelosi continue to attack Alabama families and values, conservative leaders like Ed Henry are fighting back, championing pro-life legislation, standing strong against Obamacare, and keeping taxes low so we can create good jobs. Ed Henry, the conservative champion we need in Montgomery.
Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Camp Coleman, it's two summer sessions, June the 2nd through the 27th and July the 7th through the August. Only the first 50 campers for each session. Base camp will be at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. Enroll now at the Coleman Civic Center. For more information, give them a call, 256-734-9157. Mount Olive Church Vacation Bible School will be taking place June the 2nd through the 6th. Classes for all ages. Come and expect a blessing. Contact Angie Hardman at 256-507-0864. Motorcycle ride will be taking place on June the 14th. Registration starts at 8 a.m. at the Coleman Fairgrounds. 100% of the proceeds go to helping cancer patients in Coleman. Biscuits furnished by Bojangles. The ride starts at 10 a.m. and the price is $20 for the rider and $5 for the passenger. Route begins at Coleman Fairgrounds. Barbecue and all the trimmings will be furnished after the ride. It's sponsored by the Coleman County Bosom Buddies Foundation. Lady Bearcat Basketball Camp is taking place. Coleman High School is hosting a basketball camp for girls who've completed the 2nd through 8th grades, June the 2nd through the 6th from 8:30 until noon. The camp will include special guests, demonstrations, and breakout sessions to help players. It's $100 for the first player and $75 for each sibling. Community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you would like, you can email us at channel2coleman@gmail.com, phone 256-734-7399, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman. And we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Jessica Kirby, Jessica Holmes, Taylor Cone, and Luke Bailey, celebrated on Sunday. And we, of course, will reward these people by putting them into a drawing on Friday where they have that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. And we have a couple of anniversaries. Jason and Tila Hanley and Jessica and Zach Holmes each have an anniversary today, so happy anniversary. And their name will be put into the drawing where they have that possibility of winning a little discount card from the Candle Garden.
Absolutely. And for one more look at the weather, it's brought to you, of course, by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Today, it's going to be partly sunny with a 40% chance of isolated showers and a high around 85, with tonight going down to a 30% chance of rain and a low around 68.
All right.
Of course.
And our guest for tomorrow?
Our guest tomorrow is going to be somebody
Possibly Wade Harbison.
Possibly Wade Harbison from Coleman Parks and Rec, talking about Picking Under the Pavilion. They're doing some good live entertainment over there.
Good
so
deal.
it's going to be exciting to hear about that. But until tomorrow.
Yeah. Have a great day.